Hey there, kids. Folks call me the Curious Fox because I'm curious about stories. Today's story is about a frog named Freddie. Why don't you have a seat and I'll tell you all about it. Freddie is a frog. Freddie has a long, sticky tongue. Freddie uses his tongue to eat bugs because that's what frogs do. Freddie lives in a pond. Because he lives in a pond, he sits on a lily pad. Because that's what frogs do. Freddie has a deep voice. When he's sitting on his lily, eating bugs with his long sticky tongue, he says, "Ribbit." Because that's what frogs do. As you can see, Freddie is a pretty normal frog. But there is one thing that frogs do that Freddie never does. Freddie doesn't jump. Freddie would like to jump, but he never learned how. He sees how the other frogs jump, but he's afraid to try. So Freddie just sits on his lily pad day in and day out, eating bugs and saying "ribbit." But Freddie doesn't jump, even though that's what frogs do. "You should learn to jump," said Freddie's best friend Fiona one day while she was sitting beside him on her lily pad. "It does look like fun," said Freddie, as they watched all the other frogs jumping. "But I never learned how." "It's easy," said Fiona. "I can teach you. Then you can have fun jumping too." "I don't know," said Freddie. "It looks pretty hard." "You can do it," Fiona assured him. "You just have to try." "I'll give it a shot," Freddie finally told her. "What do I do?" "Follow me," said Fiona as she got off her lily pad and swam back to shore. "What now?" asked Freddie when they made it to shore. He followed Fiona and climbed up a log. "Just bend your legs back and push as hard as you can," said Fiona. "That's all there is to it. That's how you jump." "We'll see how it goes," answered Freddie, but he was still unsure. He bent his back legs and pushed off of the log, but he fell on his face, right down in the mud. "I figured that would happen," Freddie told Fiona, his face covered in mud. "Keep trying," said Fiona. "That wasn't so bad. Next time will be better. You just can't give up." Freddie climbed back on the log, not sure if he should. He looked at Fiona, and she gave him a smile. Fiona knew Freddie was frightened, but she also knew that he could do it. "When you think that you're ready," she said to her friend, "let's try it again." Freddie was frightened. Fiona was right, but he wanted to jump, so he gave it a try. But this time was no better. When he pushed off of the log, he fell back into the mud. Freddie was flustered when he looked at Fiona. "I don't think I can do this," he told her as she cleaned the mud from his face. "I know you can do it," Fiona said fiercely. "Just try one more time." Freddie felt foolish falling in the mud, but he believed in Fiona, so he climbed back on the log. He bent up his legs and pushed as hard as he could. Then Freddie soared off the log and into the grass. He jumped so far that Freddie felt like he was flying. Now, Freddie jumps all the time, because that's what frogs do. Fiona's a really good friend to Freddie. I wish I could jump so high it felt like flying. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.